Yeah, we talked about this before the break. What if you are hurt and you can't work? What should you do? Who should you turn to? Well, you are looking at video from Summit Disability Law Group, and I'm joined now by Jake Lee. He's the managing attorney. They have locations in Draper, in Bountiful, and Provo. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. We're glad to be here.
Help us a little bit with some of these tough questions that I think a lot of people don't know the answers to. And the first is, just break it down for us. What are Social Security disability benefits?
Great. So if you get in a situation where you become injured or you're ill with some kind of disease, you're faced with some pretty tough realities. How are you going to put food on the table for your family? How are you going to keep a roof over your head or get health care when you don't have health insurance anymore? And that's what disability benefits are. They help you get a cash benefit and health insurance coverage so you can get better.
Do a lot of people know much about them before they get hurt?
No, most people don't, and that's part of the problem. That's why we're out here trying to help people understand.
I know. You're holding a book, and I know this is something you put together. Where can people get that, and what is it about?
So if they go onto our website at utah.disabilitybook.com, they can get a free copy, and it outlines the process and problems you're going to run into during the process.
Right, so it's a checklist for you to go through and know as you navigate. How do you know if you qualify for benefits?
So there's three things you want to pay attention to. The first one is are you pre-retirement age? And the second one is...
What's that? What's
pre-retirement? Pre-65, 66.
Got it.
Okay? Pre-retirement benefits.
Okay.
And then you're asking, have you paid taxes consistently for the last 5 years? And then you're asking, do you have an injury or an illness that's been diagnosed by a doctor that's going to keep you out of work for 12 months or more?
You make it sound, I love when you break it down because it sounds easy, but in your book you talk about problems to watch out for. What are those?
There's big problems, and there's two I want to draw attention to today. The first one is your treating doctor. I have people call me every single day who are truly disabled, but they haven't been to see a doctor in 5 years. And so, I mean, there's lots of reasons for that. They might not have money, they don't have health insurance anymore because they're not working. And, you know, there's doctors out there that are willing to work with people. There's Medicaid, there's Obamacare now, but some people fall in between those. But the fact of the matter is that you cannot win a case without good medical evidence. And so if you have spinal stenosis or herniated disc and you walk in and tell a judge that, if you don't have an MRI or an x-ray, you might as well forget it.
Within the last 5 years, you said that's when you need to be seeing the doctor.
Well, you need to be seeing a doctor all the time, but you need to be paying taxes for the last 5 years.
Got it. But
Right.
the doctor is helpful whenever
All the
if you
time.
have a medical
Be
condition.
seeing a doctor.
You also mentioned LTD and STD. What are those?
Great. So those are long-term disability and short-term disability
Okay.
benefits, but those are not Social Security disability benefits. They're totally different. But there's a really complicated legal interplay between those two benefits, and if you're thinking about making a Social Security and a long-term or short-term disability claim, you need to talk to an attorney.
Do you ever run into people that are on these benefits and don't deserve them? Does that happen?
That is a great question, and so many people are wondering about this. The published statistics show that less than 0.5% of these claims have problems. And the administration is dedicating vast resources to dealing with these issues. So it's really not as big or as prevalent as people think that it is.
We hear about that one case here and there, but that really is what it is.
Right.
It's not happening as often.
Right.
We want you to be knowledgeable and know what is available out there for you. Where can people go for more information?
So if they go, they can get a copy of our book for free, like we were talking about, at utah.disabilitybook.com.
That is the website, everybody, and we'll link you from ours. Go to goodforutah.com/midday, and don't forget that Summit Disability Law Group, again, has locations in Draper, Bountiful, and Provo. Jake, thank you so much for clearing up those questions for us. We'll be right back.
Thank you.